I don't know about you, but I never saw the Rolling Stones as gay icons particularly. And yet today we're hearing the song that inspired a fag. Sorry, I mean a flag. She's a rainbow. Hey, and welcome again to Acting is Reacting with me, JSB. Today is another number 25 song and another one chosen by viewers in a viewer poll. So if you didn't vote in the poll for this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and keep an eye on the community tab for future polls so that you do vote in future polls. Hooray! I think I said future polls enough times there. We know what we're talking about. Great. So for those of you who did vote this time, thanks. This was a tight one, actually, with 4 late 60s US number 25 hits becoming a two-horse race between the Stones and the band. Now, tragically, we lost the last previously surviving member of the band the week that this poll was up, Garth Hudson. But even that wasn't quite enough to steal the win away from the Stones. But we'll be coming back to the band for sure, so rest in peace, Mr. Hudson, and we will not forget you. That is a promise. As for She's a Rainbow, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure I've never heard before, it comes from the 1967 album Their Satanic Majesty's Request and has been described as the prettiest and most uncharacteristic song Mick Jagger and Keith Richards ever wrote, and it includes rich lyricism, vibrant piano from Nicky Hopkins, who's also on the harpsichord, I believe. There's Mellotron from Brian Jones, and a string arrangement from a pre-Led Zepp and no relation, John Paul Jones. I mean, the whole kitchen sinks here, folks, by the sounds of things. And the vocals apparently sound like soft background singing with the music overshadowing them to the point that the lyrics are difficult to hear. It was, of course, released as a single in the US in November of 1967 and hit number 25 in Billboard, though, as was often the case, did a lot better in Canada, hitting number 9. But I'm not doing songs that hit number 9 in Canada, I'm doing songs that hit number 25. Anyway, and as I hinted in the intro, its psychedelic stylings also chimed with Gilbert Baker, and it provided some degree of inspiration, at least, almost a decade later for his creation of the rainbow flag. Not over the rainbow, which is what a lot of people assume. And I probably did too, because despite being a big old gay myself, I had no idea about the Stones' connection to the flag until I was researching this track today. So, hurrah for finding out stuff. And speaking of finding out stuff, I'm going to find out what I think of this song in a second. So with all that build up, it's time for you to smash the like button, tar, and for me to fire up my headphones and hear, probably for the first time, the Rolling Stones, She's a Rainbow.
Alright then, now listen carefully, for those who haven't played the game, let's tell you how to do it. Now look, all you got to do, like it's when the whistle's blown, I want you to get one spin only on the ball.
Yeah, not making that much of that.
Well, winner, well, the bigger the goal. Are you all ready?
There's the vibrant piano. So that's not a lot. I can hear the lyrics just fine. What was that all about? But that's for not being characteristic of the Stones. Yeah. Where is this taking us? I'm still not sure. Looking at that. It's almost got a music box kind of feel to the piano, or a toy piano kind of thing. And here come the strings.
seen her dressed in blue? See the sky in front of you, and her face is like a sail, spoken white, so fair and pale. Have you seen a lady fair? She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's like a rainbow. Coming colors in the air. Everywhere. She comes in colors. Have you seen her all in gold? Like the queen in days of old. She shoots colors all around, like the sunset going down. Have you seen the lady fair? She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's like a rainbow. Coming colors in the air. Oh, everywhere. She comes in
Great things from Charlie Watts on this track as well. Probably the member of the band that you hear the most out of everything else that's going on that's weird.
She's like a
Is this going to lead into the next?
You know, it's easy.
It's hard to say if it's leading into the next track. It's leading into a Meerkat advert. So we'll stop it there. All right, She's Rainbow. I really enjoyed that track, and as some of you may or may not know, I'm not a massive Stones fan. I'll get on to more about that in a sec. I should also point out, because despite what I was reading, and I guess kids never believe everything you read on Wikipedia, there was no issue at all with hearing the lyrics. But it might depend on what version you hear, because there's a few different versions. I went with the remastered version of the original album track, which of course opened side 2 of the original vinyl. So I don't know, there's single mixes that make those vocals more difficult to hear. It is all heavily panned on your left ear, but that's fine. Kind of like some of the old Beatles mixes of vocals in one side and instrumentation in the other, but the instrumentation was in both, and I think it was deliberately panned in this regard on this particular track. That's my opinion, which is based on nothing but what I've just listened to, no facts whatsoever. If you come here looking for facts, wait for the Toto videos. Yeah. Anyway, I see it's also apparently heavily used in Series 2 of Ted Lasso, which I've not seen, so hadn't heard it there. And again, as I say, I probably haven't heard it anyway. There's one chance that I've heard it once upon a time, but it rang no bells, let's put it that way. But yeah, very, very interesting track. Very uncharacteristic, that part is true, and very appealing to these old softy ears. I'm not sure where that stands for Stones aficionados in the catalogue, but it's got around 13 million streams on Spotify, which is pretty respectable, but nowhere near enough for it to be in their top 5 Spotify songs. But if you want to know what those songs are and which of them is my favourite, well, you can find that on one side of my head. While the other side, there's something else that YouTube thinks you'd like. So I will just say thanks for watching today and bye for now, but not for long.
Acting is reacting. This does not mean acting again.